All right, maybe we got time to go look at the garden and see if those watermelon plants are growing any that we put in the waterless garden. Want to do that? And Vanelli jumped out. Well, let's go check that out and see. It hadn't rained any at all in the last 3.5 weeks. It's rained 0.2 of an inch twice. That's all it's rained. So there's really basically no water on the garden. So we'll see how that works. Okay. This is a big time test right here. I'm parked up here and I can look out there and see that it's going to be a good test because I can see green going down that row right there. This is an incredible test because we're talking about, now the temperatures have not been in the 100 degrees the last couple of weeks, but they have been in the 90s, 96 or 97 degrees today. We actually, in the next day or two, have 100 degrees forecast. We have 100 degrees forecast, and this is late September. Oh, I see. Look what I see on the ground. Looky here. Deer tracks. That's right. Deer tracks. Deer tracks. Apache must have left the gate open. Deer tracks in the garden. Not supposed to be deer tracks in the garden. We got a high fence on here. But I want you to take a look because this is really remarkable. This is just weeds. Weeds, weeds, weeds. And this is not even a row that we planted. But look over here. As we get over here, this is the humus soil plants. And this is absolutely incredible. I mean, I am just totally blown away. We have had 2 rains of 0.2 of an inch. The grasshopper on there. But see the buds on that? The buds on those plants that we planted on this center row. We planted down the center row. You can just look down the center row and you see growing down to about there. Now on down it's not doing so good, but then also now we had plants going out to the side before, so we'll just go down through here looking at this. Look at the size of some of these plants though. Look at the size of that plant. Look at the size. Now the bugs have been getting in it a little bit, it looks like. Not bad, but I can see some bug holes there in a couple of those leaves. Here's a wild one that's come up over here to the side, but where we put the humus soil, and now one of the things over to the side, we didn't spray any accelerator, so that's probably why those side ones are not doing nearly as good. But we put the accelerator on these right here. Now we got some mineralization we're going to put on as well. And you come over here, and these are wild ones that come up off to the side. These are some more wild ones that come off to the side, but they don't look like they're doing that great. But I don't really know exactly what that is. But then look over here where we planted, down the center of this aisle. And then these are off to the side. And it looks like, and I told Apache he was planting some of these too deep, and he might have been, because we hit a little area here where there's not anything growing. But there's one, and no, that's just got to be a wild one right there. You see they got buds on them. They got buds. There's no doubt about it. And look way over here, and that one's got buds on it. And that's way off to the side. That's 2 foot off to the side of the mound that we planted on. There's where we planted. We come on down here. And this is pretty remarkable when you get down to this little area right here, because those are big, nice, beautiful watermelons growing there. And these were from seeds, not plant. It's another wild one clear off to the side. Here's a wild one way off over here. But now take a look at this plant right here. These plants right here are watermelon plants from a seed planted the last week in July. Nearly the entire month of August is a watermelon. It's a watermelon right there, guys. Not a very big watermelon, but a watermelon right there. A watermelon. That's the first one I've seen, but we got more buds. But these are really, that's a big, beautiful watermelon plant right there. Look at the size of that dude. Off to the side still, here's another big, beautiful watermelon plant down here. There's another watermelon. There's another watermelon. Gonna have watermelons in September. How about that? How about that? Planted the last week in July. That's 3 watermelons. There's another watermelon right there. That's 4 watermelons I've seen. Probably another one or 2 on there. They're kind of hard to see down there. They're not very big. We come on down through here. Not much going down here. There's some kind of, that might be a squash or something. You can see there's big giant buds on that. And that's come up wild. That's not planted. We didn't plant that. All we planted some watermelons right here in the center. We come on down here and we're about out. This is one more watermelon plant. I don't see any watermelons on it, but it's a nice looking watermelon plant. Got a lot of buds on it. And then back down here is where Apache turned around. These are coming up wild. And these are from vegetables that was left laying on the ground, probably squash or cucumber or something. I'm not sure which. Many of you know by looking at those leaves. But you can see right there. Hi, Bella. Hi, Bella. Bella's going to stay with us while Sherry and Jack are vacationing a little bit. A bit more come up out here. These are ones that we planted. But it's just pretty amazing when you think of it. Look back down through that row. Now you can see we got quite a few weeds in here. We really haven't done anything with this. This is more of an experiment than anything else. But the experiment is going to give us some watermelons, probably quite a few watermelons. That's the one I saw earlier, right there. I bet there's another one or two back in here. If I get to looking around, I don't see one though. That's a pretty, that watermelon plant's going everywhere. I mean, going everywhere. That's a beauty right there. I don't see any more melons on it though. There's another plant that's kind of going every which way. It's really spreading out, but they got a lot. It's fighting a lot of weeds here too. There's another watermelon, pretty good sized watermelon right there. I might have seen that one earlier also. I might have already counted that one. I don't know. I think maybe I did. I wasn't expecting to find any watermelons. And these are something different that's coming up. Might be cantaloupes. We did plant some cantaloupe seeds, and I don't know if he did or not. I'm not positive. But anyway, that is a incredible test for a waterless garden. We've had 2/10 of an inch of rain twice in the last 3.5 weeks. And 100-degree days for many of that, pretty much the whole month of August. And we've had 85, 90, 95, 96, 97-degree days the entire month of September. And here we are getting toward the end of September. This is an incredible, incredible thing to see right here. Wow. Wow. Waterless garden. SGTM, Sustainable Green Team, restoring the earth, saving the world. I've never been involved in anything so fantastic in my life. I love it. Looky there, baby. There's a couple out there. I think that one's got a baby too. We just saw one that had twins. I think that one just got one. Look at them looking at us there. They're saying, we know you're not going to hurt us. Is there just one there or is another one? I don't see another one, I don't think. It's kind of hard sometimes to tell for sure. But I think that's just one. One baby. One mama. Yeah. They're not moving because they think they're hid. They don't know, but they're not. They're not hidden at all. I'm getting a good look at you girls, or girls and a boy, or whatever your little young one is. Maybe a buck. Get in here, Benelli. Uh-oh, they saw Benelli jump out. I figured they'd get a little nervous and run. But they're not nervous at all. They say, we know you're not going to hurt us. We know you're not going to hurt us. There we go. I'm coming, Mama. That baby's pretty good size. Really good size. Almost as big as his mama. Old deer blind right there. There's some more, baby. Looks like 2 mamas and 2 babies. I don't know. That might be 4 mamas and no babies. I think that's what that is. I think that's 4 mamas and no babies. Oh, maybe 1 baby. Yeah. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, there's 1 baby. The other mamas, where's your babies? The coyotes, did the coyotes get them? Huh? The coyotes get them? That's a baby right there for sure. The other 2 are full-grown does. Hey, little guy. Hey, little guy. You sure look nice. You're pretty. Oh, my goodness. He's a pretty boy. Or a pretty girl. Hard to tell right now. He gets a little bit bigger, we'll be able to tell. He's a pretty good-sized deer. Still got spots. 1 baby, looks like. 2 mamas with no youngins. Probably a coyote got them. That's why a lot of them have two. Make up for the ones that lose one that they have. That one might have had two to begin with. You never know. Awful pretty. Beautiful, peaceful sight this morning. Dead calm. It's always fantastic when it's dead calm. It makes it a little tougher to catch fish when it's dead calm, to be honest with you, but it's wonderful to be out there. A little ripple is always better, but we fight the wind so much in bass fishing that it's just a treat to be able to fish when it's dead calm. Obviously, that bunch of geese is enjoying it. There's quite a few there. They've been moving around a lot. I've been watching them all morning. They're so far out there, didn't want to necessarily take a picture of them, but just kind of a tranquil, peaceful, happy moment early in the morning. And I like that. I like that. They're just kind of cruising around, enjoying life. Enjoying life. Aren't we all? A bunch of turkeys back through the woods there. Oh my soul. Good little bunch of turkeys there. Lord, oh my soul. It's so great to see wild turkeys about every day. It's maybe not better than deer, but really more unusual than deer, probably. The good thing about it is we've cut the coyote population down enough that we've got more baby deer this year, and we have more baby turkeys as well. That's pretty cool. They were all running off. Now they kind of turn around coming back. There's a lot of them out through there. They're scattered all out through the woods there. See, they just keep coming. Is that cool? Isn't that pretty, honey? It's a couple of families of turkeys there, I think is what it is. Maybe a family, I don't know. They just keep coming out of the woods there. Wait for me, wait for me, wait for me. They just keep coming, don't they? They're gorgeous. Gorgeous. Just spotted a little buddy standing there too. I guess it's a little buddy, looks like him. The turkeys walking by in the background. That's pretty cool. Deer and turkeys. They're all friends. Isn't it great that wildlife are not Republicans and Democrats? We need to get rid of the political parties in America. Just vote for people. No parties, no parties. I've said that all my life. Wild animals have no parties. They get by just fine. The only parties we ought to have are parties where we have cake and ice cream. I love those parties. That's as good a way as any as I know to end this week's ranch video. Heading off to church and seeing some turkeys and deer together. Turkeys and deer together. We always look forward to that Sunday morning leave from house because it's 2.7 miles to our front gate. And we sometimes see lots of animals. That 2.7 miles is exciting and fun ride. Didn't see that much this morning. But it's a good way to end. As you notice, it's still cloudy. The sun is just now popping out. Fall has fallen. That's right. Fall has fallen. Sunday was the first day. The 22nd is the first day of fall. And right on time, God sent a cold front. Had quite a bit of rain here in Oklahoma. Some places up around Oklahoma City and Norman and Moore got 6 and 7 inches of rain. It's flooding up there in the streets, We were blessed with 0.8 of an inch here at the ranch, which put us up to, I think, 42.6 inches for the year, which is exactly what we had at the end of November last year. And we're here toward the end of September, so we are ahead of last year by a little bit. We got about another 3 inches of rain in December, so it's a good likelihood. October's generally a wet month. November sometimes a really wet month. And so it's likely that we're going to beat last year's total. We've been blessed with a lot of rain. We went through some really long dry spells. We've only had 2/10 inches of rain in the last 4.5 weeks here until we got the 0.8 last night. But the high today, 73, 74 degrees. It is going to be back up in the 80s again tomorrow, but I might get to go fish a little bit, I hope. But We've got great antler videos coming up Friday and Saturday. Great antler videos. Now, some of y'all have been asking about, you haven't been in the deer pens lately, and I haven't. I really haven't. So I will try to start out next week's ranch video in the deer pens. I've got only 2 bags of carrots left. That's all I've got is 2 bags of carrots. So I'll use one in the pens here at the house and one at the pens up about a half a mile or so from the house with the deer up there. And let you see how that buck up there has grown, because he's looking really good, and he's got lots of does in there, and it's looking really exciting. We should have some fighting video, or at least some sparring video, hopefully, on next week's antlers videos. Don't think we have any in this week. I can't remember getting any chances, but we did get some of them really kind of posturing against each other. So, guys and girls, go out there and have you a great one. Tell all your friends about Jimmy and Chris Hughes' Twin Eagle Ranch channel. Get on all 3 of our channels, especially the Jimmy Hughes Outdoors Fishing channel. We broke that channel off from this one. It's got about 14,000 people on there. We need to get that thing up there at about 100 grand also, 100,000 people also. 30,000 people just about over there on our Catch a Better Life channel. What an incredibly great channel. I love y'all so much. That channel right there is the most important channel to me at all, because it blesses me every day, just like I hope it blesses a few of y'all. Y'all go out there and have you a great one. Fish lucky. Remember, I sure do love you.